Question number 3 in the 7Q blueprint to making your business soar, putting your business model on turbo. Question number 3 is, how much is possible? So question number 1 was what's the problem? And we tell it in a story, either a pain-oriented story or a perfection denial type story. So we grab the person's attention. If we don't get the marketplace's attention, it doesn't matter what kind of business we have, how remarkable it can be, we're not going to be able to turn anything. We're not going to turn profit. We're not going to do anything because we can't get people's attention interrupted. So number 2 is, or was, why historically it hasn't been solved. Question number 3, what would happen if it did get solved? And there's 2 parts to this. Number 1, most sales leaders fail to explore the real impact of the problem. Okay? So when there's a problem or obstacle or challenge for you to solve for your market, for your buyer, what are the key impact points? We have to explore impact. And what I want you to do is to think about, right now, think about this, is that if a person has that challenge, for example, the plateau of progress, what are all the side effects, who is affected, and how are they affected by those challenges? Or what else is affected by that? So if we look at the plateau of progress, it's kind of like a Christmas tree and a whole bunch of accessories that are also decorated on it. There's a whole bunch of things, a whole myriad of things. There's layers of impact that this plateau of progress has. 1 is that they're hearing all kinds of disappointments from their family members, and their marriage is potentially falling apart. 2 is that they've shut down, they've given up, their sense of enthusiasm has walked away, and this is affecting the morale on the team. 3 is that a lot of their day is very, very bored, and it's thinking, and analyzing, and trying to figure out how to get out of this mess, as opposed to moving forward and doing something. So what does that imply? Well, the minute I know that impact, I know that by the time I put in my solutions, by the time the VIP coach is implemented, those are some of the key areas of change. Those are the measurements. That's the estimation of benefits of actually implementing the system or solutions that we have to offer. So in your business, what are the key impact points? Write down a list of 5 or 10. Take each challenge. If you have 3 main challenges that you're going to solve for the buyer, with each of those challenges, who's affected? If you're selling business to business, who's affected in the organization by X problem? If they're losing profits and you're in the insurance business and the work comp payments are too high, who's affected by that? They can't make payroll on time. You could start predicting all these systemic issues so you really see a holistic view of the challenge. You can't just fragment it or reduce it down to one particular challenge. The challenge has multiple impact points. It really ripples. It ripples into other repercussions in the organization or in the person's life. They may be using sleep. Let's say I'm a chiropractor and the person is not eating right. And one of the things I do is to help them get nutrition. Okay? So by not eating right, what happens? Well, this happens, that happens, this happens, that happens. They lose energy. They start to lose sleep. Their sexual dysfunction goes up. All these things begin to happen. And the more that we know that, the more we can identify and predict the impact of our solution. The second thing is what are all the potential capabilities? As a result of implementing the solutions, what are the estimation of benefits? So once I implement that, what else is going to happen other than those impact points that are going to U-turn? Well, there's a lot of things. So let's say we insert the VIP coach. What else could happen? What could be the best thing that could happen? Maybe doubling their income. Maybe tripling their amount of free time. So we begin to explore what could happen, how much is really possible. Doing an honest assessment of some of your current relationships and past opportunities, you're really able to see what is really possible for that individual. So that's question number 3, how much is possible? Get ready for question number 4.